My mom would separate laundry into super darks, lights, and whites.
We do not. We don't have a separate napkin dispenser, napkin holder. Welcome back and happy Tuesday, turkeys. How long have we known each other?
We've known each other for 2 decades.
I am not apologizing for who I am or what I like or the people that I love.
How do I be a wife? How do I be a mom? And how do I be myself in all of that? You didn't see that coming, did you?
Merp. Welcome back. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
I had a plan for you. Since we're officially in November, I thought I would transform to my Christmas shirt just for you.
It's not time yet. It's not time. Do you not have any fall decorations?
They have been up since September 1st.
Oh my God. You're in Florida, though. Okay, it doesn't matter. We've talked about this before.
Okay, here we are. I'm going to just distract you with my lovely chicken Christmas shirt.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
What are we doing? Okay, this came up. I don't even know how, but I am so excited about it because you and I have been chatterooning about things that our parents did as elder Xers / boomers, household habits. What's the word? Items, appliance, shit that basically they did in the home when we were growing up that we have fully retired. And I think most of our generation has. So I'm going to kick it off with what kind of started this conversation, which was ironing, because again, I just feel as though we have collectively decided to fuck irons. I can say it's maybe different for folks who are in a job where they've got to wear fully business professional clothes, but everything I buy is whatever, wrinkle-free, or I don't know what chemical they shove in it to make that possible. And then when Jason, the few times that he does wear something formal, he just gets it dry cleaned and pressed because neither of us want to deal with it.
I know. It's crazy. There's so many different shirts now that they have that. It's the material that doesn't really wrinkle as much. So our little hack, which is so not adulty, is just spraying it with anti-wrinkle spray and throwing it in the dryer for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, because Kenny dresses like an adult.
Yeah, he does. And
excellent.
I would say I do too, but all the clothes I buy look nice and professional, but they don't get wrinkly. I think I own one shirt that can get wrinkly, and I either spray it and put it in the dryer, or I'm just like, well, it's not your day today if you're too wrinkly.
Yeah. The men in the dress shirts, the formal dress shirts, I think are definitely a different animal than what women have options for as far as being a professional dress.
Yeah.
May I also introduce my Christmas chalice?
I saw it in the side. It's really pretty.
Thank you. It was a candle, and I severely scoured it out so that I could use the cup as a cup later.
I can see that. That's cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sticking with a laundry situation. Remember, do you do this? My mom would separate laundry into super darks, lights, and whites. There was 3 separate situations happening. Absolutely not. There's a few things like our fully white shirts I will do separately. But honestly, if I'm not washing anything new and it's not a work shirt, sometimes I throw a white shirt in there and it doesn't do anything. As long as you're not putting in a brand new pink or red sweater in there, I hardly ever separate my clothes. And I'm just like, that's so much laundry time and water wasted to separate them into 3 different categories.
Insanity. I had not thought about that until you said it. I'm right there with you. We have some towels and things that are white and our Airbnb linens that are white that we use bleach on. So that has made it even easier because I can throw the very few actually white shirts, which I rarely even buy, if I'm being honest with you, because they get armpit stains so quickly. It's not worth it. And I'm too messy for white. But the couple of things that we do have that are white, I just throw in with that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I totally forgot about that. Absolutely no separation. Especially the darks and the mediums. How weird. Okay. Kleenex boxes. I don't know that this will be a thing for you, but I don't have a single Kleenex box in my whole house. I just use toilet paper if I need to blow my nose.
I can understand that. And there's been times when I've run out of Kleenex that I use toilet paper. Like there's actually a toilet paper roll in my car because I was going through some stuff and I didn't have Kleenex in the car. So I just threw a toilet paper thing in there. But I will say I do not like the feeling over time of toilet paper on my nose. And I think with all my allergies, I just need a good Kleenex box. So I can see that, but that is something that I have garnered from my parents and that generation.
Don't you also think though you had to have a Kleenex box in almost all of the rooms?
That's
And
true.
then
That's not what we
also
do.
the decorative Kleenex box in the bathroom over the original that you refilled.
Which I kind of love, but we don't have right now. We have one box and it's in the living room. And if anyone needs the box, they go in the living room. Or I'll put one in the guest bedroom if people are staying there.
Yeah.
But we don't have one in every room. That's overkill.
Okay.
Okay, my last thing to stick with the laundry. And I'm not gonna lie, this is not a diss on what they did. I'm actually kind of sad that we don't do it anymore. But drying your laundry on an actual clothesline.
We will have a clothesline at our home when we move. It's a non-negotiable item
Yeah,
for me.
I love that.
Right now, I hang my shit out on like our outdoor furniture when I want to hang our clothes outside, or not clothing, bedding.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. It just there's something about freshly aired sheets and stuff.
It's so nice. When I lived in Colombia, we did all of our laundry by hand and then it all air dried. Now it's sensory. Did make for some crunchy shirts that I sort of didn't adore, but the smell is so delightful.
Yeah.
I concur. Here's another similar thing that my husband and I have given up on are napkins. We don't have a separate napkin dispenser, napkin holder. He actually calls paper towels napkins, which is funny because that's what we do. And we get the single, the half sheets. So you just tear the half sheets off. It's still a napkin. It doesn't cost nearly as much money. And a lot of times it's funny because he will fold it in thirds for himself or in
Okay.
half and sort of
Oh,
fashion a napkin. But no, I'm not going to go buy a separate napkin bin and put it in a holder and have it on the dining room table.
I completely forgot about that one, but 100% I'm with you. We use paper towels for napkins. Now, when my parents come and when my in-laws come, I think they prefer napkins. So I have a stack of napkins that's shoved into the pantry for people when they come over, but I do not have a separate display. I'll just grab a stack and throw them on the table. Like if you want a napkin, grab a napkin. Which leads me to the biggest difference of my life versus my childhood, and that is setting the table for dinner. Oh my God. My loving mother comes over to babysit and she will so kindly make dinner for us. And she will, out of habit, try to set the table or bring enough plates down or the things and the napkins, like all the stuff. Like, here, let's get the dinner ready. Like, put the ketchup on the table and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, can we just not all, like, yes, let's sit together. But when the food is
Yes.
ready, let's just go to the kitchen and grab a plate, scoop her up, and sit down all together. Why do we have to set? The only time I will set the table is Thanksgiving and Christmas because it's cute.
Amen. Amen.
Mind-boggling. I'm like, let us just go get
Even
our own stuff.
But even for Thanksgiving and Christmas, I will set the table just so everybody knows where to go grab a plate from.
Yeah.
But I will not family style serve up all of the
Oh, no.
sides in big dishes and put them on the table.
No, never.
Everybody picks up their plate and then they go through the line, buffet style, and then they go sit down. Also, one of my dogs is farting up a storm in here. It is toxic. Okay. That was a good one. I forgot about that. Before you go set the table, it's just like this extra chore, and why?
Just grab it when you get there. Anyway, yeah.
Okay, that's so funny. Okay. But I agree with you. I do love all eating together. The toilet wand thing. The toilet wand, the brush sitting there in its own goo, just ew. Now, granted, this is not my parents' fault because this didn't exist back then, but I am fully sold on those Clorox ones with the disposable brush head. I'm sorry for what it does to the environment, but I am not sorry to have gotten rid of the toilet brush. That thing was always so disgusting to me, and then it dribbled and you shake it off and then there's
And
poo on the
sometimes it
brush.
even would like flick up. You know, if you hit it in the wrong way.
Absolutely not.
I agree. You put me on that disposable wand thing and we will never go back.
And also the toilet bowl cleaner was gross and way too strong smelling. The little Clorox wands don't have a smell. Okay, anyway. But they still
Yeah, I
turn the
agree.
toilet blue so I can pee on it and make it green.
Oh my God. We don't do that. That's funny. Okay. That's too funny. Okay, here's one that's relevant to the timing for holiday season. And maybe you do this, and maybe some people do this, but I do not do this anymore. I don't decorate for every holiday.
Oh.
My mom, which again, no knock. I love this.
Oh,
She
yeah.
has
These aren't necessarily things they should be
no.
ashamed of, but we
I'm
just
just
are
lazy.
too tired.
Yeah. She has 4th of July
Mm,
decorations. She has Easter decorations. She has Memorial Day decorations.
St.
She
Patrick's
has
Day.
St. Patrick's Day. Thank you. All the smaller ones, I would call it. I'm like, that is way too many times to turn the house around. I have a summer, spring look to the house, which is like basically my baseline. And then I have fall. I don't have Halloween. I have fall and I have Christmas. And that is where we leave it. And that's all we do because I
I
don't have
really
the
like it.
capacity to do anything else.
I really do. I think some of that might be Midwestern culture.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Very
true.
festive. I do. I love festivities. I love all of that stuff. But as you said, I don't have the room in my house or my brain for most of it. I think if we had kids, I would probably get real obnoxious, but that's just my my behaviors. Here's another item I've retired from a boomer household, and it's a duster where you just flank the dust around. The
Yeah.
actual duster, the feather duster.
I don't think we ever
I
had one growing up.
just the whole concept of dusting where you just shovel. Number one, I don't have knickknacks that really need to be dusted.
Hmm.
And then number two, when I want to remove dust, I use a microfiber cloth or like a damp cloth and actually
Hmm.
physically wipe down surfaces.
Hmm.
No duster.
Well, because the dust is just spreading the dust around.
That's what I feel. This may also be a technology change because I don't know how much microfiber was readily available, but hell no.
Yep. Speaking of rags and towels and things, I do not use a dish rag or like the sponge that is moldy as ever. It's the dish scrubber thing that I switch out every once in a while, and then it's a brand new towel every time to dry, and or I don't wipe the counters with a rag. I
Oh,
just I
paper
just find it
towel.
paper towel. Paper towel is like replaced two things for us, rags
Yeah.
and napkins.
I feel you. I
I don't
do
like the
like
rags.
cleaning with a new, like a new dish rag. I do enjoy when it's a large quantity of dishes, like Thanksgiving, using a
Hmm.
dish rag to clean because you can really get in the nooks and crannies of big pots. But it goes immediately to the washing machine. It doesn't get dried out and then reused numerous times.
Yeah, no, gross.
And I had someone make me some crocheted ones, and they're beautiful. Anyway, not like they're beautiful to use. Okay, here's one that I think is really gonna hit the bell for you. But I think this might be the number one boomer household habit that I have retired is making dinner with a meat and a vegetable and a starch,
Yes.
and then having a dessert available.
1,000%. Oh, and to top that
And
all
bread
off,
as a side.
bread is a side and a full glass of milk. A full glass of milk on the table that you have to drink before you get up.
That was
Oh,
good for
that's
my underweight
crazy.
brothers because they needed the calories. But
Well, we were
yeah,
drinking
dude,
like skim milk.
we weren't. But yeah, that's skim milk. That is another thing that's been fully retired is skim milk. It is full fat whole milk over here when we
Dude,
drink it
insane.
or when we cook with it, not
So,
milk water.
so I know we bought whole for my son, and then now it's like I just drink whole too. Like when I make a smoothie or when I have
Yeah, or a
cereal
latte or something.
or a latte. So much better.
Yeah, but can you even imagine? I realized that one day when was making dinners more regularly. I was like, what am I doing? Why am I out here vegetable? But I'm not getting any nutritional value out of any of that. It's so weird. Now our
Yeah.
lives, it's mostly meat. I'll sometimes make a starch as a side for Jason. I've given up the hope of any vegetable that I purchase from a store having enough mineral and nutrient
Hmm.
value to nourish me in any way, shape, or form. So I just gather that via a supplement. He has a bread addiction, so he gets his slice of bread for his insane metabolism, and we move on. I mean,
Yeah.
last night I made cube steak and onions, and I ate cube steak and onions, and then I ate like 4 pieces of mini potato for the flavor and gave Jason his normal portion, but I was not out here needing to also make green beans.
Yeah. It's like you have to come up with the placeholder for the vegetable, even if that's cracking open a can of canned peas, which barf. Okay. Canned vegetables is also something that we've retired. Was not on my list, but I just thought about it. I got the canned vegetables. Barf me up a wall. Okay.
Which I'm going to just say it now because we're on the topic, but an electric can opener. I don't have because I hardly open any cans
I
because
do
we're
have
not
one.
eating any canned vegetables.
I do love my electric can opener. I open a lot of beans, which I should start making my own beans, but I like to buy I like to buy black beans in a can.
Oh, that's fair. I also think a lot of stuff has the pull tab
True.
can opener,
Except
but
black
I
beans.
realized I am purchasing far fewer canned goods
Yeah.
than my parents did because I'm not doing the sides. The number of times that we would have a can of green beans and a can of those whole peeled potatoes.
Oh, I don't think we've ever done that.
Oh my God, or peas and carrots.
Mhm.
Again, no smack. Cooking is exhausting, and if you felt pressured to have all three of those things on a plate, I would do the same thing. I just decided I wasn't going to do that anymore.
Too funny. Okay, we're on the food route still. There's a lot of kitchen food stuff happening. I was not allowed to eat out of a communal bowl of, say, watermelon. Like, if my mom cut up a big thing of watermelon and there's a big bowl in the fridge, I can't take the bowl out and individually eat out of the bowl, essentially. Even though
you had to get a serving.
even though my fork is only touching the one piece that I'm going to then be eating, and it's my mom and dad and me, there's no one else around. And I will forever let my children and myself and my husband eat out of the communal fruit bowl because it's not like we're spitting in it. It's not like it's soup and all of our backwash is going to be in it. Yeah, I had to get a separate bowl. And I don't know why that drove me crazy, but I shall not be participating. It's okay, Mom and Dad. It's fine. It's one of your things, but I'm just not doing it anymore.
That is a great one. I wonder if you'll change your mind when your 4-year-old with sticky fingers sticks his fingers in the bowl and
Possibly, but for a certain amount of time, I was in high school.
I know exactly what you're saying. And as you say it, Jason and I also do a communal food bowl anytime we have that stuff in the fridge.
What they don't know, and what my mom will find out when she listens to this, is when I'm over at their house and I do see a communal fruit bowl in the fridge, I will 100% sneak a few things out of the bowl and not get a separate dish.
Amen. I love this. Oh, here's another one that I have fully retired. This may have been more of my dad's fault, but having store-bought cookies in a cookie jar.
In a cookie jar. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. And also
they don't keep them fresh.
Cookie jar. Well, some of them had, the seal, sort of, whatever. It's probably the same as the stupid container where you just smash the tab down as if that's holding any kind of a seal. But we don't buy cookies, and I definitely don't have a cookie jar. And if I want some kind of a desserty thing, then I'll make it. But
yeah, no, absolutely not. That's funny. It kind of could look cute. Okay, I've got a couple, but this is the last one that's good that I'll say. We can talk about you're gonna get a kick out of this because you know exactly what I'm talking about. Not refilling plastic water bottles.
This is a uniquely your household experience.
There's got to be someone else out there that has bought the Dasani water bottles, and then instead of throwing them away, you refill them. Not once, not twice, but maybe 30 times. I am so full of microplastics from my childhood. Again, no, it's okay, Mom and Dad. You didn't know any better.
I know they were just trying to save the earth by not consuming as much plastic.
And I guess the Stanley Cups weren't a thing back then. No one had.
There definitely wasn't.
So I get it, but here's the thing: they listen to me a lot, but they still buy plastic water bottles. We don't even buy plastic water bottles. I only buy mini plastic water bottles if we're having a party.
Yeah.
But plastic water bottles do not belong in the house. And I have caught them still refilling them just 1 or 2 times. It stops at 2. But I'm like, why do it in the first place? Just throw it away.
Obsessed with this. I remember you so vividly filling them up in the refrigerator filler and then putting them in the little mini fridge.
Mm-hmm. It was a chore. It was one of my chores.
Your mom left them all out for you, and Kayla had to do water bottles. Okay, I'm obsessed with this. I'm going to conclude this with 2 quick ones. Bathroom poop spray. We always had a can of bathroom poop spray. I would rather almost just smell poop. I mean, it does nothing. Just covers up it doesn't even cover up the poop smell. It just melds with it and makes a weirder version of a smell. And it's terrible for you and all of it. We sometimes have poopery in the house, which, you spray in the bowl, which apparently helps. And I think it kind of does. But we practice double flushing. And we keep matches in there, which I understand is not feasible if you have small children, but I would 1000% rather light a match and smell the match smell, which actually seems to cover up the poop smell. than peachy poop.
The fragrance just is like, it makes it a fake chemical fruit poop smell. It's
I don't
worse
like the
almost.
smell of that fragrance alone. Never mind on top of shit. And then last but not least, this one I realized from watching The Sopranos, but we have fully retired the concept of having a cup of juice with breakfast.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Right? Orange juice, apple juice. There was always some kind of juice. And then do you remember, I don't know if you guys did this, but we did, the frozen tube of frozen juice concentrate that you would buy and then put it in this pitcher that had like a mashy top, and you would mix it with water and then mash it all around.
Maybe. I don't remember that.
It was basically not carbonated soda. And then we ate that with like a muffin, which is basically a breakfast cupcake. And then how did I even stay awake? And no wonder I pooped all the time. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, fun times.
Thanks,
Hey,
Mom
cheers.
and Dad.
Yeah, cheers to a great childhood. But we do things differently, and that's okay. Paper towels for the win.
Cheers. I love you. Bye.
Love you, bye.